Pisces, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome, dear Pisceana, to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Pisces, I'm going to be doing your reading from May 24th to the 31st. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now, in this reading, dear Pisceana, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards for you and get some final advice. Pisces, I want to say thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you and your beautiful presence as well. So I've been really thinking about you. I think a lot of you are going something really heavy right now. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. I'm sending you big hugs. Okay, we're gonna see what is it that you need to know. I just finished my meditation, my breath work, and my training also. Preparing for my next triathlon coming up on the 31st. So really excited for that. And overcoming this freaking allergies. This month of May has been quite challenging. It's like the wind has been blowing this pollen up and it's just been so challenging. You know what I'm saying? But we are here. Let's see what's going on, Pisceana. So, Pisces, your challenge is the Page of Pentacles. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands followed by the Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands. So Pisces, your challenge here has a lot to do with the Page of Pentacles energy. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There is an offer here that could be coming towards your way. There is an age gap between you and this person, I feel like, for many of you. Now, the Page of Pentacles means a very solid offer, something that's more tangible, something that you can see, touch, feel. And we're going to see what this offer has a lot to do and clarify this for you in a moment. In the recent past, you have the Knight of Cups, you have the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. There was a very painful ending in the recent past for many of you. I think you fell in love with somebody very specific, okay? Could have been a Gemini, could have been Aquarius, could have been a Leo here. In the recent past, I do see here that a person here possibly rejected you, or they were avoiding communicating with you or coming into relationship with you. A very painful ending with the Ten of Swords. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. In the present moment, you have the Devil, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So it looks like in the present moment, for many of you, there is possibly a third-party situation that you are aware of, or there is something that I feel like someone is cutting someone off. That's the energy that I'm feeling. There is a third-party situation that's like literally collapsing down. And the Knight of Swords here, someone here is going through some sort of a major conflict. I don't think this is you. This is this person's energy. Right now, you're really focusing on more grounding yourself. You're releasing some pain, you're working through some trauma, and we're gonna focus and see what is it that you need to know. By the way, the person you're dealing with might have some addictions and you're aware of this. Now, in the near future, you have the Page of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Sun. In the near future, Pisces, I see here that the Sun is eliminating whatever it is that you have been sad about, whatever it is that has been bothering you and you've been really concerned about. I am strongly getting that there is some sort of communication that's going to come through for you. The Sun is going to, when the Sun shows up in a reading, especially at the end of a reading, it's a good sign. It's a very positive sign. Something is going to be eliminated. There is someone here that you seem to really miss a lot. And I think that what you don't see coming is there is an initiation of a conversation, and the Sun is going to eliminate a lot of things for you. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is there is a relationship that's going to unfold. You could be dealing with someone that's pretty popular, well-known, or you could be very popular and well-known. In the near future, what you don't see coming is there is this notion of wanting to overcome the obstacles and move forward, overcome certain relationship struggles and hurdles. And the person you are dealing with, I think you are really attracted to them. This person has definitely contributed to your spiritual evolution, big time. Okay, so let's get into your reading and clarify. And I want to thank to each and every one of you for being here. Please be safe out here. I don't exist on TikTok. Only just the one account, but I don't post any personal readings, whatever. So I don't post tarot readings on TikTok, okay? That is a fake account. You need to come to YouTube, Renaissance Tarot, on Instagram also. So, and also thank you for going ahead and hitting that like button and hyping and always supporting. Thank you very much for doing that. Now, let's get into your reading and clarify everything for you. Yesterday, I went to Willow Beach in Arizona with my Pisces close friend. his wife Fiana Pisciana, Virgo, Pisces, and then my other best friend Leo, and then his wife Virgo, and me. We went out having a good time kayaking, so it was really good. Now let's see what's going on for you. Why the challenge is the Page of Pentacles, dear Pisciana. There is something about the season of fall could be very significant here. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords, and the Four of Wands. This person is currently involved with a third-party situation, and I feel like that they have been wanting to communicate with you, but there is someone here that's causing problems. Some sort of a third party, because the Eight of Wands is about communication. Okay, you could be dealing, like I said, with an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Someone here is influencing or has already influenced a lot on your person. When it comes to marriage and relationship, your person could be stuck between two individuals. I don't know why I'm really picking up on that. I feel like your person truly loves you. They really do. But when it comes to them making their own decisions, they could be a little bit influenced by some external factors here. There is an offer here that this person wants to make towards your way. Another big thing that I'm seeing here is you and this person might have had a really big and a very bad fallout in the past. Maybe they ghosted you, maybe they didn't talk to you, and they're kind of feeling ashamed, or they're feeling there is a feeling of shame of how they treated you, Pisces, and how they disappeared. And now it's a challenge for them of like trying to find the right outlet or the right words to come towards your way and to communicate with you. Now, in the recent past, let's talk about the Knight of Cups here. So honestly, Pisces, you're gonna just excuse me for a second because because the weather has been so dry out here. It's been so windy. I tend to do this during Sagittarius reading, or Sagittarius Gemini. I don't do this even during Leo's reading, but I gotta go and I need to get my organic natural drink because I need to quench my thirst because you make me so thirsty. Okay, and I need to quench my thirst because I'm getting really, really thirsty. And you all know this is my channel and I can do whatever I want and you don't have a problem with that, okay? Some people may do, but you don't have a problem. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, I got Sab, Amazon, antioxidant superfood blend. So it's acai and passion fruit. Okay, so it's acai and passion fruit. Let's shake it, shake it, shake it good, shake it now. My neck, my crack. Okay, let's just give me a second. I needed this, Pisces, and I know that if I ask you for it, you would give me one, like this cold drink. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for cooperation. The congregation may be seated, so let's proceed. In the past, Pisces, the Knight of Cups. So see how this Knight of Cups is taking the cups to this person and they're pouring out. You gave your love to this person. You did. You really did. And they pour it all down. This person had anger management issues. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't judge me. Anger management issues. The Knight of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Star could have dealt with an Aquarius. So in the recent past, for many of you, you try to give this person a chance. You were really confused what was coming next. You were really confused what was going to happen between you and this person. I feel like for a lot of you, one of the things that was becoming really challenging in this relationship was that this person maybe try to keep their options open. Okay, open, trying to kind of maybe entertain other things. I don't know. There is something about you here in the past feeling really trapped in this situation. You gave them your love. A lot of you, this person and you also, after the honeymoon phase, got into some sort of a big conflict. You might have even met this person like online, or you met them somewhere in a group, or there was a group setting. I don't know. You guys like saw each other, connected. Everything was great until a certain point. Now, there was a rejection here in the recent past with the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups in the past is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Could have been a Sagittarius you were dealing with. Now, in the past, there was a major disappointment. Something here did not work out between you and this person. See how there is a hand that's being coming out of the clouds. So there was definitely a love offer that came through, and I do see here that in the past, for many of you, it was a very challenging moment because many of you envisioned this person to be part of your destiny. A lot of you were very disappointed and frustrated because here is the depiction of it. You gave your love, you gave your offer, you really poured your heart into this, and this person did not reciprocate that back to you fully. Now, the Ten of Swords in the past is clarified by the Ten of Swords. Is this a coincidence? Is this a coincidence? So I'm saying the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Swords. So a very painful ending here happened in the past. Page of Swords and the Judgment. Yeah. Could have dealt with the Scorpio too, fellow water sign. For many of you in the recent past, someone here said something and a lot of you try to make sense. You were really, when this person said they don't want to be with you or they refused, it was so confusing here for you with the Judgment here. You took some time to really decode what just happened. What happened in New Orleans? Like in the Formation song by Beyonce, you know, that intro, that guy? What happened in New Orleans, Louisiana? You know what I mean? So in the recent past, you were really shocked. You were really confused trying to find out why did this person act the way that they acted. All of a sudden disappearing. The ending, it went from like the Ace of Swords to Ten of Swords. So I'm saying, now in the present moment, you have the Devil, Capricorn energy, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I think this person is cutting something out of their life. Honestly, this could be a toxic third-party situation, Ten of Wands. You know, there is, honestly, let me just say this. Please don't shoot the messenger. You know I love you. I love the Ace of Wands and everything about it. But there is over-sexualized behavior. It could be this person being overly sexualized, or there is a hypersexual activity going on. I don't know whose end this is, but there is something that's super unhealthy here in regards to that category, okay? The category is bitch. So the category is a hoe. Now, the Devil is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Hangman, and the Eight of Cups, and the Hermit, Virgo energy. So for many of you, dear Pisceana, I do see here that you are at a place right now, and so the Hangman is the card of a Pisces. Look at this, okay? The Hangman is the card of a Pisces. There is the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. You're realizing something right now in the present moment. You're disconnecting from a situation. You're detaching. Doesn't mean you don't love this person. You don't want to be with this person. You are detaching with this person because this person gives off the vibe of kind of being a little bit of a player or going around free-spirited, this and that. You know what I mean? And you're kind of disconnecting. Now I'm going to sugarcoat. This is not a sugarcoating channel here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, Eight of Cups, you're kind of emotionally disconnecting, disassociating. You're like, you know what? Let me focus on what's important for me here. And you could have even written a letter to this person that if they don't change, if they don't make the efforts, you're not going to go to them. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Emperor, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles, and the Lovers here, Gemini energy. For many of you, I do see here that you're currently doing a lot of reminiscing, reevaluating this situation, reassessing this situation. You want to make sure that when you and this person come back together, even if you were to come back together, this person is 100% invested into this relationship. A lot of you are also forgiving your father. Okay, there is a father wound that also may have reopened because of this situation. It's okay. You're a Pisces. You totally understand those things that I'm talking about. So you have a lot of love that you can give, but I think that you are coming to realize that it's not, you never regret loving a person or loving people, okay? With the Lovers here and the Ten of Wands, I think that Pisces, you have had given so much love to a lot of people in the past, and you know, what you ended up was like being with these burdens and just feeling like that people really like struggle to reciprocate. Why is it that people struggle to reciprocate the love but you don't? You know what I mean? So that's why you're kind of really reassessing your life right now. You're also thinking about establishing some really healthy boundaries in regards to the people around you. And you have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords here is talking about this person going through something. There is a separation here that's happening. That's what my intuition is telling me. I need to take another sip. Some sort of a separation is happening, by the way. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Magician here, the Death card, Page of Cups, and the Hermit. Someone is going Virgo energy. So I don't know if you're manifesting this. I don't know if you cast a spell on them, whatever. There is an ending that's happening, and this ending is going to lead to this person to apologize. They're going to apologize. Trust me, this person is going to apologize you. There is an apology that's coming through, and the Magician, not only it's something that you are manifesting, like in general, you want to have some sort of communication come through this person. But you know, the universe works in different ways, that there is a thing called chain of events or a bridge of incidents, right? we don't know. We cannot really plan a manifestation in terms of how it's going to happen, right? Because it can happen in such a way that our logical mind couldn't comprehend or even think about. But I feel like there is an ending. There is something here that's finally ending in this person's life, Pisceana, the Death card, okay? It's leading them to make a decision here to come towards your way. And then there is the Page of Cups, which means some sort of apology. By the way, what I'm getting here for many of you watching me, you could be a writer, you could write poems, you could be an artist also. And your style, you dress very nicely. Okay, some of you also are wearing a necklace or maybe a golden cross, specifically chrome hearts. There is some sort of a cross that you are wearing right now, or some sort of jewelry. Now, that's very relevant to you. Okay, and you've been thinking about getting a tattoo recently of an owl or of a bird, okay? That signifies, or maybe a hummingbird. That's a message that I'm getting right now. I gotta channel this, sprinkle, sprinkle. This is just what's coming through. Now, in the near future, you have the Page of Swords being clarified by the Sun, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. This person, even if they have left your area, your location, they're going to come towards your way. There is a travel here that's happening, and the Sun here is an indication of something here being eliminated. A situation here is going to be eliminated. I have this Invisaligns. So if I'm spitting facts and I'm spitting truth and I'm spitting some saliva, that's totally okay. So I'm saying like literally. I'm wearing Invisaligns. I'm on tray 12. It's been hard in my mouth. It's been really, really hard in my mouth. Okay, so in the near future, dear Pisces, there is definitely a very collaborative energy. Someone wants to cooperate, wants to collaborate with you. You and them could come from different cultures, background. There is something about a Latino background or also like African American background. Also, someone is bilingual. Someone speaks more than one language. Here is what I'm strongly getting, okay? Now, in the near future, the Five of Cups here. Now, look. Megan Thee Stallion, look. Girl, I'm sending you big hugs to Megan Thee Stallion because I know what happened recently to her, but whatever. She is a strong Pisceana. You have the Sun here showing up in the near future twice, okay? So for many of you, I feel like that there is a lot of happiness that's happening. Like, there is a lot of happiness coming through. And then the Five of Cups and the Sun. I know that you've been missing this person and you're very disappointed with how things ended and how things happened between you and this person. I don't know why I'm feeling this reading could apply to Megan Thee Stallion. She just really came to mind. I love Megan. I love me some nice Pisces Megan Thee Stallion. You know, she actually got recently cheated on. I'm sending her big hugs. And I think that hoe that cheated on her was, I think he was an Aquarius or something. Anyways, so the Five of Cups is clarified by the King of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Iconic, heroic, stoic, one of a kind, okay? So in the near future, like I said, someone here that broke your heart, and this person is actually brokenhearted because they went around like a prodigal son and they couldn't find the right happiness, the right person to give them the happiness. So even though brokenhearted, even though shattered all over, there will be an offer coming through to you, okay? This is the reading for until the end of May, from now, like for 1 week, but I feel like this could happen the first week of May, the latest, okay? I don't normally say those, but I feel like there is something about like this person feeling like they're really missing you a lot and they're going to reach out to you and they're going to come towards your way. You have the Sun here showing up. So the Sun here indicates happiness. It indicates something here being eliminated, Queen of Wands. So someone here is really like stepping up and coming forward. So even if you have been sad, even if you have been really missing this person, I think they will reach out to you. But again, you have the free will to decide what you want to do, of course. But the Sun is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Chariot, and the Ace of Swords. There is a strong emphasis here, Pisces, of you wanting to know some kind of truth, of you wanting to know the truth, okay, in order for you to move forward with this person. Because when it comes to marriage, commitment, and relationship, you just feel like you don't want to sabotage anything, you don't want to risk anything. You have a lot of questions in regards to, there is something about this person's immediate family members, cousins, nephews, whatever is being like super toxic. You don't want any kind of intervention coming from third people, third parties, people saying shit, people trying to intervene into this relationship, okay? So I don't know why I was shuffling this. We're going to get your advice, but someone is coming towards your way. There is a travel here that's happening. The person you are dealing with, this person loves cars, specifically like sports cars could be very significant here. Maybe they just bought a vehicle or you bought a vehicle. There is something here about moving forward, okay? Leaving the past behind and moving forward towards marriage. You do still have trust issues with this person, though I think you're going to have to clarify some things with them. But there is a solid offer that's coming through. Let's see what is the advice, dear Pisces. What is the advice for you? So the advice for you here is you have the Ace of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Swords, right? So your biggest piece of advice here, Pisceana, is that there will be love coming towards your way regardless, right? And you have a decision here to make. You might even have two people in your energy, but you are more interested into this person. And yes, there has been a conflict with the Five of Swords. What are the things that you can discuss with this person to make this situation go smoothly? Because yes, I feel like here that you have been really frustrated and upset, which is completely justified with how things ended. What is the communication style? In what ways do you think you could approach? I'm sure if you think about this, you're going to get the answer right away because you're a Pisces. In what ways would you want this conversation to flow? As a Pisces, you're all about the flow. Okay, you want to make sure that things go smoothly because this is someone that, like I said, may have some anger management, anger issues. You want to make sure that you both are on the same page. The love offer will come through. Who do you want to be with? Who do you choose to be with? Okay, because there is a version of this person that you know exists that is very loving, kind, and compassionate. But because of them being easily influenced by other people, external factors, whatever, they don't seem to be very consistent. They don't seem to be really even knowing what they want or what they're doing with their life. Okay, and you have a big role that you are playing in this life. This love will come through, but I think there is a conflict resolution here that also needs to happen here. See how this person is stuck between two people here? There is something here about this person being very decisive and very firm about their decision who do they want to be with, okay? Because you're not a side piece, you're not a side chick, you're the main character, you're the main course on the menu. And you need to make it very clear to this person here, okay? Because a lot of you with the Knight of Wands, you could go towards different directions if you want to. You're not tied up to them. But like I said earlier, there will be a solid offer coming through. It does come with challenges, but I think that there will be a lot of elimination here. And whatever you thought was lie, cheating, or dishonesty is going to come to the surface. It's going to come to the surface. Okay, so Pisces, this is what I had for you. Thank you very much again for supporting me and being part of my journey. I love you all so much. I'm sending you big hugs and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.